All right, today I'm trying out the Our Place Dream Cooker, and I'm going to take you through everything from the unboxing and controls to making an entire meal prep recipe inside it. Now, the brand sent it over to me a little bit ago to check out and test out, and right out of the box, everything was packaged really nicely. You get the Dream Cooker itself, the removable inner pot, the lid, the instruction manual, and everything you need to start cooking. My first impression was honestly how nice this looks compared to a lot of other pressure cookers. It has a much more modern, streamlined design, and it genuinely looks like something I would be fine leaving out on my kitchen counter long term. It also feels really durable and well made. This is the 6-quart size, so there is plenty of room for meal prepping, family size portions, rice, soups, stews, and larger recipes, but the overall footprint still feels fairly compact. Inside, you have this removable ceramic nonstick cooking pot, and according to Our Place, the ceramic coating is made without PFAS, which I love, and it gives you a smooth cooking surface that helps food release much more easily. As you'll see later, that also makes a big difference when it's time to clean up everything. One of my favorite features is the touchscreen control panel. It looks really clean, and even though you have plenty of control over how your food cooks, it doesn't feel overly complicated or cluttered with buttons. This is a 4-in-1 multi-cooker, so you can pressure cook, slow cook, saute, or sear, and keep your food warm too. From the touchscreen, you can select your cooking mode, adjust the cooking time, choose the pressure or temperature level, and then start or pause everything directly from the front. You can add or subtract time while you're cooking, pause the cooker if you need to check something, or stop the current cycle and switch to another mode. That comes in handy for recipes like the one I'm making today because I can saute all of my ingredients and then pressure cook everything without needing another pan. For my meal prep, I'm making a beef and rice dish with onions, garlic, bell peppers, some seasonings, and beef broth as well. Everything is going into this one pot, which makes far fewer dishes when I'm finished. I'm starting by adding a little oil to the inner pot, then I select saute mode from the touchscreen and allow the cooker to begin heating. It heats up quickly, so once it's ready, I add my onions, garlic, and bell peppers as well. I'm going to saute these for around 2 to 3 minutes, just long enough to soften everything and bring out that flavor. The 6-quart pot gives me plenty of room to move the ingredients around without everything feeling crowded. Next, I'm going to add my ground beef. I can increase the time directly from the touchscreen if I need a few extra minutes, and then I break the beef apart and let it cook through. I love being able to brown the meat right inside the same pot because all of that flavor stays in the finished meal. Once the beef is cooked, I add my seasonings and stir everything together. Then I add my uncooked white rice and mix it through the beef and vegetables, making sure the rice gets coated with all of those seasonings and flavors. After that, I pour in my beef broth. At this point, the sauteing is finished, so I switch the Dream Cooker over to pressure cook mode. I put the lid in place, lock it in securely, and set it to high pressure for approximately 5 minutes. The touchscreen clearly shows the selected mode, pressure level, and cooking time, and it also displays the preheating stage while the cooker comes up to pressure, so you can easily tell which part of the process it's currently in. Another feature I really like is the automatic steam release. Now, you do have the option to control the steam release using the button on the top, but the cooker can also handle that part automatically. Our Place says the cooker includes 9 built-in safety features, which makes the entire pressure cooking process feel much less intimidating, I will say, especially if you don't use pressure cookers that often. After the pressure cooker cycle is finished, the display switches to hold. Now that lets me know that the cooker is allowing the pressure and steam to release. Now for this recipe, this part took around 10 minutes. The Dream Cooker also automatically transitions into its keep warm setting after pressure cooking. This is really helpful if the rest of your meal isn't ready yet, or you're meal prepping and need a little extra time before portioning everything out. You don't have to immediately rush over the second the cooking cycle finishes. And this is how everything came out. The rice is incredibly fluffy, the beef is fully cooked, and the onions, garlic, pepper, seasonings, and broth created so much flavor. I was honestly extremely happy with this meal. What I really like is that the rice cooks properly without needing a separate rice cooker, while the meat and vegetables cook right alongside it. I was able to saute, pressure cook, and keep the finished meal warm while using only one appliance and one inner pot. This is also a great size for batch cooking, I will say. I now have enough food prepared for the next few days, but you could just as easily use it for soups, stews, slow-cooked meals, grains, or a family-sized dinner. Now, cleanup is also very simple. The ceramic nonstick surface helps prevent food from becoming heavily stuck to the bottom, and the inner pot lifts completely out of the cooker. Even after browning the beef and cooking the rice, everything cleaned up quickly without requiring a lot of scrubbing. Overall, the Our Place Dream Cooker combines the functions of several different appliances in a design that is much more streamlined and countertop friendly. You get a spacious 6-quart capacity, an intuitive touchscreen, customizable time and cooking settings, automatic steam release, a ceramic nonstick inner pot, and 4 useful cooking modes. Most importantly, it made this entire meal so easily, and the food came out delicious as well. I wish you could smell it through the screen. If you want one appliance that can help simplify weeknight dinners, family meals, or meal prep, this gives you a lot of versatility without making the food process feel complicated. Go ahead, check this one out.